I am Chris Taylor.
And I'm Amber Fossil-Kajin Cosplay, and today we're back again with you guys with Steins episode 20.
We're in the 20s, guys! Only
we're in the 20s.
5 episodes left!
Yeah.
Oh man! After that we're gonna do, I don't know if we'll react to the OVA, but we will react to Zero right after. So, I'm excited. Last episode was disturbing, it was intense, the voice actress for Moika killed it.
Yeah, she killed her voice too.
Oh, yeah. It started with, we learned about Moika's past a little bit. She was depressed, she was alone, she tried to kill herself, and then FB contacted her and kept her off the edge, gave her a place where she belonged. So she started listening, and after a while, well, FB stopped responding, so she kills herself for real.
Yeah. And
Okabe found out, went back in time before it happened, and he had a huge fight with Moika, like trying to find what email she sent. She lied about the changing the phone thing, but even the real D-mail, you know, sending back the don't listen to that D-mail thing didn't work, so the only option here is to find FB.
One from FB's phone.
Yeah, she's gonna listen to that.
But it said that she told him where to find the IBN instead.
Maybe she told him where to find both, I don't know, but she gave him something. So we've got an address, we've got a destination, we've got a purpose.
Let's go, guys.
Sadly, Moika is gonna have to deal with whatever shit is going her way because Okabe cannot stay around and mother her, you know. He might care about all the damage he's giving her, you know, all the sad emotions he's sending her way, but she's still the one who kills Mayuri, so he can't forgive her for that.
That's a complicated one.
I understand it. I completely understand it. So let's jump in this episode and see who FB is, or see if we can get the IBN.
Please,
one of the
finally.
two. At least one of the two, please. Let's go. Okay.
Okabe, どうしたの? よし、これで。Stop!
He's on a mission! Let him!
コインロッカーに IBN5100 が? 萌えかが白状した。まだ回収されていないようだ。こいつでロッカーをぶち壊して。落ち着いて、よく思い出して。何をだ? 今までのこと。
Too much.
IBN を取り消しても IBN5100 は手に入らなかった。多分元の世界線に戻らない限り無理なんだと思う。
So you need to send back
そのためには順番通りにやるしかない。すぐ目の前にあるっていうのに。少なくとも手がかりはつかんだ。桐生萌香は FB っていう人の命令なら従うのよね。
So he could have went directly to the IBN, but instead he's gonna go to FB. It's one of the two. I'm okay with that.
But if you try to steal the...
So he's waiting for someone to pick it up.
Okay.
Makes sense.
But you can say that if he does try to take the IBN back, it might make something worse. You know? Oh.
That's a change.
Hey, free food is free food, man.
It is free food. To be honest though, she hasn't killed Mayuri yet in this timeline. It's kind of like Suzu, you know, being mean with Makise because in her future she worked with s.t.e.r.n.
Yeah.
It didn't happen yet.
Yet.
Being the important word.
Being the key word, yeah.
Follow. Oh, maybe not. Maybe you've been catfished.
No, I'm sure that's just somebody else.
Oh, yeah, that's... It's a huge organization. Who's that? What?
No. No, I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
What the fuck?
Unless he just knows the guy, but...
Maybe he's just being used as a carrier.
Yeah. But he's
If
seeing
he is
TV.
involved, I swear. We don't see much.
Nice.
France.
FB らしき女は現れなかったな。行くぞ。直接当たってみるしかない。当たってみる。
Mr. Brown.
俺たちがよく知っている人間にだ。
I can't believe that he's involved. You know?
We could be surprised, you know? He was directly under the lab.
Yeah, that makes sense.
He was linked to Suzu as well, you know, somehow.
どうした朝っぱらから。で、何の用だ。早速値上げした分の家賃6000円払いに来たってか。
They're not in the mood to
おいお
joke.
い、そこはおめえ1000円増えてるじゃないですかって突っ込むところだろ。お聞きしたいことがあります。
He says that Mayuri's gonna die, he's gonna help, you know?
FB という人物について俺たちは全部見ていたんです。ここから IBN5100 が運ばれるのも。あなたをどうこうする気はない。俺たちはただ FB に会いたいんです。教えてください。一体どこにいるんですか。裏切ったようだな M4。
Yeah.
FB と私しか知らない秘密の。まさかどういうこと。フェルディナント・ブラウンって知ってるか。
Oh my god.
ノーベル物理学賞。
Oh
さすがだな。その頭文字は
Oh my goodness.
FB。
I would have never thought that it was heavy.
But that means he ordered for Mayuri's death.
Oh, go fuck yourself. I thought that you could help them save Mayuri, but you're the one who ordered to shoot her?
Well, maybe he didn't
Fuck
say
up.
shooter, he just said
Come
get rid
on.
of the...
Come on, get rid of someone. You get...
Let's see what he has to say.
でもメールは全部俺が書いた。
Well, you talk like your mom.
なんで女言葉かってお前を騙すためさ。他の奴らにもそいつが求めている人物像でメールを送ってやるんだ。もっともお前みたいな奴が一番騙しやすくて助かるがな。
Oh no!
Yeah, you tricked us
連絡
too.
を取ったのは IBN5100 を手に入れた時点でそいつは用済みさ。
He's
だから
bad.
捨てた。
Oh, he's
ダイレクトメー
mean.
ルでメンバーは集めんだよ。そういう奴らは扱いやすい。用が済めば始末もしやすい。鈴葉は橋田鈴さんはそんなことをさせるためにあなたの世話をしたんじゃない。お前なんで鈴さんのこと知ってる。鈴さんには関係ねえ。鈴さんには関係ねえことだ。
So
お前たちに何がわかる。
a lot. At least a lot compared to the others.
Yeah. Yeah. Ah.
真冬のマンホールの中で寝たことあるか。まだガキだった。コンクリが冷たくてな、骨に染み上がる。3日も4日も何も食べねえでさあトヨゴになってるとネズミが死体と間違えてかじりに。んな時さ、糸が垂れてたんだ。雲の糸。そしたら登るしかねえだろう。たとえ行き着いた先でこの手を汚すことになったとしても、気がついたら操り人形だ。 逃れることなんかできねえ。糸から逃れた人形は
You know, I was saying that I was expecting a surprise this episode. Well, not this one.
Yeah, me neither.
Jesus fuck.
裏切り者には死ってやつだ。
Oh shit.
任務を完了しても消されるが、犬って言ったな。犬なんてもんじゃねえ。家畜さ俺たちは逃げようと思ったこともあった。こんな俺にも大事なものができた。逃げようとすれば家族も。
Jesus. Okay.
俺も失敗した。だが苗は何も知らねえ。俺さえ死ねば。まだ。
I don't feel bad for him, but for her, yes.
She's an innocent in all this. And even him, like, oh god.
Oh my gosh. Oh my freaking gosh.
Give him a sec, you know, to process. Oh. Okay.
So
now they're all alive.
First timeline, but now he knows everything.
必要ないって
はい漆原です。今日
Now that they know, like.
IBN5100 それなら
We've got the IBN after all of this.
First timeline again, without Suzu.
It's happening.
マイリの死を避けるには今私たちがいるアルファ世界線から抜け出し岡部が一番最初の D メールを送る前の世界線ベータ世界線に戻るしかない。
それにはセルのデータベースにあるそのデータを消すしかないんだ。マキセ氏信じる？
仮説としてはねできれば客観的データが欲しいところだけどそれはさすがに
Just look at his face. He's not kidding.
お前が作ったタイムリープマシンの敵はガチだったな。
そうってどうやって
Of course it's
それ
Suzu.
に
何よ
なんでもない。
What?
何よ
なんでもないってつなぎ終わった。
He's in such a state of let's go.
最初の D メールか
Something's gonna happen.
それってあれでしょ私が刺されてたとかなんとかっていう
True.
Uh-huh.
Oh
We're
my
back to
goodness.
this.
You forgot about that, right?
Well, he did.
これまで
We did it!
全て取り消し
So she's gonna guide him.
そこはセルンが支配するディストピアが生まれない世界線。
He's gonna have to choose between Mayuri and Makise. Oh no!
その世界線で
I didn't think of that.
マキセ
Oh no!
死ぬ。
Oh, it's sad. Oh no. Okay. We never
already theorized that maybe the prize to save Mayuri will be for Makise to die. And that's what's going on right now.
We never forgot about that first episode.
No.
Sometimes here and there we don't talk about it, but eventually we go back to this. The first episode, she meets somehow Enokarin from the future, I guess, because she says, you wanted to talk to me. So he goes back in time. When? How? I don't know. The machine is not there yet. So, but somehow he goes back in time, talks to her, says he needs to talk to her later. Maybe to warn her about this. Maybe to, to make sure that Mayuri is safe, but at the same time she doesn't die. I don't know. When she dies, I think we hear that same Okarin from the future screaming like crazy. And it has to happen. And then he sent his first email, and he basically switched timeline, and he was alive again. But that first email was such a little thing. Was it enough to switch from the B line to the A line? Because if it's such a huge thing, like Mayuri, like every time he tried to change something, Mayuri ends up dead. And he needs to change from the B line to the A line to the B line to save her. Well, is Makise's death something just as huge? Or can he go back to the A line or B line, save Mayuri, and then do something to save Makise without her dying anyway?
I think that it might be something just as big as Mayuri.
But then the DML that changed it all, okay. It was a small DM, but that's what put him in the s.t.e.r.n server. So it led to something huge.
That's what created everything.
Okay, but that's the thing, like, we've been talking about this without considering that it was part of the original timeline, and that, it would basically lead to her death in exchange for Mayuri's survival. And now with him saying it, we know that he basically has to choose between the two, and it's impossible!
We know that he knows Marie since he was a child.
But he loves
Makise.
And
from the time that he spent with Makise, he learned to trust her, to have faith in her, and I could say that he likes her,
In the last 2 episodes especially, like, he's been so
down,
and she was there to raise him up, and she was there to support him.
No matter what timeline you are, don't forget that you're not alone. And that little phrase helped him so much. And
when he thought everything was fine and everything was gonna be okay, and
he's been reminded that I'm gonna be dead in the other word line, basically.
Oh man. And then somebody looked so at peace, he made jokes, and he was like, I wish it was fake, And I was saying, like, something's gonna happen, like, that happiness cannot go on. I wasn't expecting this, but we gotta start all over again. We gotta do
Steins get 0.
Well,
Here we go.
Can we do a C line?
A C line? You know what? I just thought about it, but you remember when we saw him in a broken hourglass stuff?
Yeah, he was fucked up there.
Do you think that maybe the only way to save both Mayuri and Makise will be for him to just not be there or be stuck?
So I don't know.
To create his own word line separate from both.
He was the one that basically put everything in motion which led to Mayuri's death.
Yeah.
But he didn't do. We don't know how Makise dies. We don't know who kills her. We don't know why she dies. What's that supposed to be? I feel like he's still involved somehow because we hear him in the first episode.
He's always involved somehow. Come on.
But now,
okay?
they gotta find, because the thing is, right now with the machines he's got, he can't go back in time that much. He can only go back 5 days, And D-mails are not enough to change anything, or at least not much. So, if he changes the line now, he's gonna have to find a way to go back even more in time than he is, because he won't be able to do anything. Makise will be dead already.
Yeah.
So we only have like 4 episodes, I think.
No, 5.
There are 25 or 24.
I think there's 25.
Because you said that the 25th was the OVA.
I don't recall that.
Let me check for a sec. Oh, there's 25. Okay.
25,
So-
26 the OVA.
Okay. So 5 episodes. There's a lot that can happen in 5 episodes.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure that is gonna do the ultimate sacrifice.
it always leads to that, though. In
Ultimate
movies-
sacrifice.
No, but I don't know if it works this way in Steins Gate, but it's not uncommon in a movie about time travel or a show about time travel that the main character, the person who gets to remember everything and the person that goes back in time
Yeah.
chooses to erase that, her own or his own presence to save everyone. It happened in the Butterfly Effect. In Premonition, it didn't happen, but the guy still ends up. Oh, spoiler alert! If you haven't seen Premonition, but the guy still ends up dying. So either he's gonna have to go Butterfly Effect route or the Premonition route, but someone has to die.
But yeah, I think that by the end of it, Mayuri and Makise is gonna be alive, I hope. But by doing so, he's gonna end up where we saw him in the broken time universe, where he's gonna be alone.
Well, I mean, that was a dream, so I don't know if that world actually exists. But...
I think there's something there.
And then Mayuri. Well, I mean,
Like,
you think you
he's-
dreamt
like-
of the future?
His own existence gonna be stuck in time.
Oh, that could happen though.
Okay.
And maybe Mayuri can actually look for him, like she said in the dream. But we'll see. Like that's a huge change from now to 5 episodes later. So
I just can't believe that Mr. Braun was FB.
that's
That's a huge betrayal.
well, yes
I'm
and no.
hurt.
Because if you think about what he said, like Moika, it doesn't excuse what he did.
No.
But I can understand what led him to this, and it's not that different from Moika. Like, she needed an emotional support, and he needed a chance. He was living it rough. He had a terrible life, and he chose to do the wrong things, but he chose to do something to change his situation, and at one point he was stuck in the spider's web, and he couldn't get out. So, at this point, like, it's not his fault. Like, it's not like Moika kind of listened to FB because of her emotional struggle. So she killed Mayuri because she was asked to, but there wasn't, consequences in it for her if she didn't do it. It was just on an emotional level. Mr. Braun, there were actual consequences. He was, in too deep with the company and stuff, and if he didn't do what they asked of him...
Gonna come after his daughter.
So, and you saw his face. I think that it showed that he just gave up the idea of ever getting out of there. He gave up his chances and anything. He just chose to do it anyway, no matter how bad it would make him seem or how bad he would feel after this, because his daughter's life is at stake.
Yeah.
But, it came as a surprise, though. I mean, weirdly enough, though, we could have guessed it. We should have guessed it because he was.
Did we learn his first name?
No, but not because of the initials, but because just he was there,
Yeah, hiding in plain sight.
Exactly. Like, it wouldn't make sense that the guy that is behind a lot of the stuff that's been happening was really next to them. Was right there.
And to put salt on the wood is turning him overpriced.
Jesus. Well, maybe that was his way of subtly trying to stop them from developing their machines.
Like, I'm charging you way too high, so just leave. That's why?
Yeah, or just stop doing your experiments.
Oh.
I mean, that could have been a subtle way to try and stop this. Because I think he genuinely, cared about these kids. It's just that between them and his daughter, he's going to choose his daughter.
I know. It still doesn't excuse what he did.
Oh, it doesn't. Like Moika, it doesn't.
It explains a lot, though, but it doesn't excuse anything.
That entire s.t.e.r.n. company with its agents and manipulation schemes and lies and stuff, it's destroying lives left and right. Like, this entire company needs to go down fast. But
oh man,
it got intense. and emotional, and we allowed ourselves to feel a little hope for Okarin, and then bam, something else happens, and
Yeah.
gotta deal with that shit too. And I don't know how he's gonna survive like doing this, because
I don't know.
even if he survives physically, like I'm not sure he's gonna ever be the same after this. So
Nope. No.
well, at least he can save Mayuri, but yeah,
At what price?
at what price?
Again.
He's gonna have to let one go. Oh man. Okay. We said I think I'm not wrong when I say that they're the same guys who did ReZero, but they like to torture their main characters in these shows.
Yes, they do.
Okay, we're gonna move on. Thank you guys so much for watching this with us. If you want to see the next episode right away, it's already on Patreon. Check it out. The link is in the description.
Yeah, so don't forget to subscribe if you want to watch it now. And if not, wait for the next one to be up on YouTube. If we don't fuck up the timeline, that is. So see you then.
Bye.
Bye, guys.